James Bell hitting first in the live chat like nobody's business, smoking hot coming in. Of course, wearing a bit of pink for that breast cancer month in October. Family members that are survivors, some that have fallen. Rest in peace to all. Big shout out to the families supporting those that are still in the fight. Big shout out to Jesse James Bell. Says, been off the grid due to Google, YouTube taking forever to update 3 digits on my card. Well, I'm back, baby. I miss you all and always want to support my man and fellow Navy vet, Hoorah, Mr. Wolfpack himself and all his awesome moderators and friends. And don't forget family, Jesse James Bell, brother, you family. We are at COTA week, USGP week, y'all. We in for another week, and we are here for sprint. So big shout out to Jesse James Bell. Noah, big time supporter here at the Wolfpack fam, man. We back in Texas, baby. It's popping, it's going up, but we do have some things to get into. Some things that the council has decided to change. Adrian Brown second in the live chat. And right here you see removal of the point awarded for the fastest lap. Big and bold. Removal of the point awarded for the fastest lap for 2025. So what we're going to do, Huey, third on deck, completing that podium. So we got Jesse James Bell first, Adrian Brown second, Huey, Dewey third, and X-Trax coming in just off the podium at fourth. So as it sits right now, they're talking about removing that. If you haven't seen the document, the council ruled in on this, and you'll see it right here. Formula One Championship, it says minor changes for 2024 and 2025 sporting and technical regulations were approved by the World Council, including the removal of the point awarded for the setting the fastest lap and the increase in requirement for fielding a young driver during free practice from once per season to 2 times per season. 2 times per season. So now it is going to be, I don't know how you look at this. I don't know how you look at this. I know how I look at it. And I would like to say something real quick. I just want you to take a look, take a gander. What car is that is being used as the backdrop for this photo, for this quote? What car is that? Is that a Visa Red Bull Cash App car? Is that not the car that they called in to take the extra point off of Lando via Danny Rick, his last race in Formula One, just so they could handicap Lando McLaren from stepping a bit closer to Max Verstappen in the point standing? I think it is. I think that is a Visa logo right there. Not Haas. Not at all. So how do I feel about them taking this away? Now, I'm going to tell you this. I feel like them taking this away does 2 things, all right? I feel that it does remove a bit of maybe strategy, maybe going for it, maybe pushing it, but I also would say that you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. It takes one person to mess it up for everybody. I was going to say that for it, but it takes one person to mess it up for everybody. Red Bull have been messing things up, and up until now, it hasn't really affected everybody. They've benefited on top of everybody. Now, nobody's going to get the fastest point. Nobody's going to get the fastest lap point. Nobody. Where it was something to do until Red Bull cheated, like they typically do sometimes, calling in their second team, 2 of their other 4 drivers, to just go out here when you know you don't have anything to gain, take the fastest point off Lando. No other team can do this. No other team has this strategic advantage, and it is not fair because no other team can just next season decide, hey, I want another team on the grid. I can pay for it. We can facilitate it, go through the necessary documents and stock marketing stuff and board of directors. We can make another team that technically is not this same team, and they will operate as their own team unless otherwise instructed. That's what Red Bull has been doing. And so now what you get is something that I'm not completely on board with because it's crippling everybody. So what I take from this is you can punish everybody, but not punish the team that broke the integrity of the sport. Why didn't you just punish Red Bull? Why didn't you just do that? Why didn't you just say, you know what? Listen, First of all, first order of business that we're going to do is we're going to fine you. All right, we're going to fine you. We're going to find some regulation in here to fine you. And if we can't, we're going to go ahead and put one in. The next order of business is you can no longer have two Red Bull teams on the grid, in the paddock, in the garages, participating in the world sports of Formula One. It will no longer be tolerated. That's what they should have done. Instead of taking it away from everybody, they should have just took Red Bull to the table, spanked their asses, and let them deal with it. We are completely dissolving the relationship and the two teams of Red Bull being on the grid. That's what they should have done. I don't really agree with taking the fastest point lap away. I think it should say something for getting that fastest lap. The way Red Bull did it was completely shady, completely shady. So now everybody's going to suffer. Nobody's going to get it. And it would seem to me that there's a running narrative or a consistent running decision where either we penalize Max where he's not really penalized, or if you have done something Max has done and we can't just solely penalize you, then you don't get penalized at all. Or you know what, everybody, you just won't get it. We won't need to penalize them. We're just going to dissolve it all. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think it's bull crap. But one point I do like about this is this. I do like the increase in requirement of fielding a young driver during free practice from once per season to twice per season. I do like that. Getting some of the, I wonder if the performance of these younger drivers have gained such an attraction to the administration that they say, you know what? The next era of Formula One drivers is coming up. The next era of Formula One drivers is coming up, man. We need to do a little bit more to get them some type of advantage of gaining more Formula One experience in season, in the current car, on the current tracks. I like it. I do like it because you got a lot of teams where they'll wait to the last minute to field a young driver. They'll wait unnecessarily to the last minute. And I quite frankly don't care for that. Sheriff is in the live chat says Horner and Red Bull Racing haven't been the same since the sexting incident. Oh my God. My bro says sexting. Every time it's mentioned, Horner loses a hairline and Red Bull loses a 10th. Coincidence? Bro, you are comedy. You are comedy, Jefferson. That is comedy, y'all. That's a good one. That's a funny super chat right there. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, I'm not with it, but I am with the young drivers getting more experience. We are in livery battle right now. Texas USGP brings about liveries. Las Vegas brings about liveries. Miami brings about liveries. I want to say Silverstone brings about liveries. And here we are with Alpine, one of the teams that is tremendously, and I do mean tremendously in peril. No longer a works team, out there looking for a home to live in. All this minor investor, owner money. And I would say that these liveries have to be influenced by Michael B. Jordan, McAfee, and Ryan Reynolds, because we've had a consistent theme of at least two liveries that have been movie inspired. We had the Wolverine Deadpool, which I haven't seen it, and I heard it wasn't that great. And now we have an Indiana Jones, which I saw the last one, and it was okay. But here we are again with another movie thing. I heard this one is a Indiana Jones livery. For a minute, I thought it was Frosted Flakes. I thought it was Tony the Tiger livery. I was like, oh, they moved into soda. They moved into cereal. But no, it's supposedly Indiana Jones. I will say this, that the livery is not bad. I'll say that. The livery is not bad at all. I think the last livery they had, along with the racing suits, and big shout out Dave Quattro, big shout out Just Sean, big shout out everybody. Yes, sir, you are correct, Dave. But guess what? Yesterday was the anniversary of me losing a family member, and tomorrow is the anniversary of me losing another family member. So right now I'm in the middle of somebody else who has just lost a family member, brother. So I'm going on early because I gotta facilitate that, and then I still have a live stream to do later. So had to go on a little bit early to take care of some more important things as far as people, family, and life. So we on early, brother. But yes, so we got that Alpine right here. I don't know. What would you rate this? I'm gonna put it in a poll. I want to know, what would you rate this livery? I'm gonna put it in a poll. Rate Alpine USGP livery. I'm gonna give you a 1, a 3, a 4. No, we'll do it out of 4. 3 or 4 being the best. All right, rate that livery. 1 the worst, 4 the best. All right. So what do y'all think? Alpine's livery, what are you saying? What we got right here? Let's see. Alpine's Indiana Jones livery. Poll in the chat. Go ahead, vote on it. 1 so far. We got trash. 1 is like trash. That's what 1 is like. 1 is trash. 2 is vanilla. 3 is okay. And 4 is I like it. Big shout out, Sean. Big shout out, Dave Arthur. I appreciate y'all much, man. All right, so far, I'm going to give you a good, big, in-person, close look up at it. 50% are saying trash. Okay, I'm not opposed to that. So Alpine, I'm getting ready to close that poll in about 20 seconds. 20 seconds, I'm going to get ready to close that poll. We got a couple of people like, it's all right, and 11% saying I like it, but mostly it's trash. All right, so we got trash. All right, so next livery up, that poll is closed. Wait a minute, wait, 42% said it's okay. All right, we had a nice little swing right there. So we actually have okay. We got a 3, and most say okay. All right, so now we're going to move on to the next livery. Looks like a McLaren B team. Damn. All right, so we're going to move on to the next livery. All right, so here we go. Aston Martin's livery right here. Aston Martin's livery. Drove it through the streets, I believe, of Texas. I guess it's just what it is. All right. It's, to me, not striking. I personally am not awed by this, but maybe you all might be. So let's go ahead and see what you think about this. Let's see what y'all think about the Aston Martin livery. So we're going to do the same thing. 2, 3, 4 being the best. 1 being trash, 4 being the best. Let's see what y'all got to say about that. Aston Martin's livery. Alpine got a 3. So they got an okay. They got a pretty okay. Aston Martin's livery, like I said, I'm not in awe by it. It's abstract. They got the suit to match. It's just, hey, it's squares, it's triangles, it's rectangles, it's shaped up. I'm not a big fan of it. I think there could have been a little bit more creativity in it, even with whatever it might be representing, which I didn't care to look into. When I saw it, I immediately just clipped it and said, hey, here it is. I think if you come to the Texas USGP in Texas where everything's bigger and better, you don't come with a bum livery like this. I think this is a bum livery. I think it's a boring livery. I don't think anything's attractive about it. I think it's very elementary. That's what I think. So we're going to close this down, and we have what? We got a strong 2. So many of you vanilla, and that's what I think. Just kind of plain, nothing really great about it. They could have done better. Let me know in the chat what some things that you thought they could have done better. But to me, this is like meh. This is meh to me. It's like, meh. That's how I feel about it. Let's go to the next livery. Check it out. See what you think about this one. Haas. Yo. Haas, this is, and this is one of the things I just don't like about Haas. You're supposed to be an American team. Throughout the year, We should feel the presence of an American team on the grid, on track, in the garage, wherever that car is. And this is the only time I ever get a sense of American patriotism from Haas. So I almost want to strike them down for it. But given the type of liveries that are out here, I got to say it looks pretty decent. I'm not one for Haas as a whole, but we're going to rate this one too. We're going to rate this one too. Same thing. 1 being the worst, 2 being 3 being okay, and 4 being I like it. Rate the Haas livery, Texas USGP livery. Me, to be fair and put my thoughts aside for what I feel about Haas representing America in Formula One, I'd probably give it a 3. I'd probably give it a 3. 2.5. I give it a 3 because we don't have a 2.5, but I give it a 3. What we've seen, it's not bad. I think they could have done a little bit more as far as red, white, and blue going through the car, but it's not bad. I'll say that it's not bad. Don't forget Haas supposed to be teaming up with Toyota coming up soon. I don't know where Haas is going. I just know that Haas, to me, with these decisions along with Alpine, have proven that these two teams definitely should have been up for grabs by one or more other entrants or requesting entrants up on Formula One. So right here, go ahead and rate that Haas. I'm going to get ready to check this out. Looks like we're swinging toward, it's okay. All right, so we got Haas with a 3, okay. Then we're going to have a battle out for the top 2. We're going to have a battle for the top 2. All right, here goes the next livery. No, this livery is not to rate. This is Red Bull 2023. I'm very interested to see what Red Bull is going to do in 2024, if they do anything at all. I thought that this livery was actually in 2023 pretty good for American, considering what Haas also did. I thought this livery was better, but we're not rating this one. I think it was better than what Haas did, for sure, as far as flowing and kind of embodying the COTA, but I still don't necessarily like it. I just thought it was a better attempt at what Haas could have done better than, but we're not rating this as 2023. Here it is. It is McLaren bringing back some more of that chrome, but more of a chameleon type reflective chrome. So let's go ahead, see what you think about this. Same thing, 1 being trash, 2 being meh, 3 being all right, and 4 being I like it. McLaren is up for vote right now. Let's see what you all say about the McLaren livery. I'm going to tell you that I thought that their chrome livery from last season was actually better, but there are some nice hollow or refractor. If you're in trading cards, you know what hollow silvers refractors are. There's a nice element to that here. I do like it. It is solid. It's not too wild. It's definitely not plain. And it plays with the light. So depending on the angle of light, you get different tones within that reflective silver or chrome that they've used. I think it's a solid 3 for me. Not going to say it's a 4, but I think a solid 3. So go ahead. Let me see what you all say. We're going to go ahead and leave this one up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and close. And MCL gets a solid 3. All right, so right now we're going to go through this. So right now you're going to have to vote on the top 1 out of the 3, and those 2 top ones are, we have Alpine, and you will vote and we'll see who you think is the better. So we have Alpine, we have Haas. Believe it or not, Haas is in some type of race, and we have McLaren. All right, let me know who you think is the better one. I'll flip through them in the big screen, kind of give you a little view. So we got McLaren right here as you see it. Then we had Alpine didn't make it. We got, no, Alpine did make it. Alpine was the next one as you see right here. Aston Martin didn't make it, and there's Haas. So let me know what you think. All right, so which one you going to vote on for? So you got Haas. We'll go back through them. You got Aston Martin, who didn't make it. You got Alpine, who made it. And then you have McLaren. Interested to see who you all think has the better livery. Let's see. Ooh, man, this might be the only thing Haas wins this weekend. We're giving 10 seconds before we close this poll. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Polls are closed. 60% vote for Haas. Whoa, wow. All right. So I guess we're leaving the Haas livery up there for right now. Haas taking the win for USGP liveries as of right now until we see others that may be out there. Maybe we'll do some more voting later on, maybe tomorrow. Also, we are in a sprint weekend with the Texas USGP. And I am really hoping that Formula One decide to leave the sprint races at the amount that they are now. I believe we got 6 on schedule. I don't want any more than that. I don't want a sprint race every weekend. I think if you're taking away the fastest lap point, there's no need to add another race that gives the top teams more points before they go into the race and grab more points. I think until you change the format of the sprint race, which we have talked about many times here, I just don't think there's a big place for it. I think it needs to be at 6. I honestly would like to see 4, and I'm good with that. I think that's a sweet spot. 6 is kind of almost just a bit cringy for me. So we do have tomorrow on the 18th, we are going to have free practice 1. Then they're going to have the sprint quali tomorrow. That will be at 17:30. All right, 17:30. So likely we will go ahead and probably stream live sprint quali. Then that morning or that afternoon on Saturday around 1400, there will be a sprint race. We're not going to worry about that. Maybe we will, maybe we won't, but definitely qualifying later on that evening. We will be tuned in and live streaming for that. And then following that up on Sunday at 1500 hours Eastern Standard Time, we will be race ready. We will live stream. We will do all of that. And we will see how the Texas USGP is with a sprint race. Now, we do know the most winningest driver in the Texas USGP is none other than Sir Lewis Hamilton. I believe second most accomplished driver might be Schumacher, and everybody else is after that. Nobody's touching 5 right now. And we also know that Lewis Hamilton does pretty good here. He did good that one season that they went ahead and disqualified him due to plank wear, which is very horrible on behalf of his team, not making sure they run their checks and do everything. Because when you're out there as a Texas USGP, you clearly see, especially coming through the consecutive S's, that there is an amount of downforce on that car where you can hear it skidding on the ground. So I just am a little bit disappointed still in them not making sure that the tolerance was where it needed to be, knowing damn well that there was wear going on the track. So we'll see what happens with that. But yes, the council has decided that they're going to remove the final point. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section. Also, do not forget we will be here live tomorrow. Also, do not forget we will be spinning the wheel to see who's going to get this Gem Mint 10 PSA Lewis Hamilton Driver of the Day Silverstone slab, as well as having a damn great time. If anything really exciting happens, then we'll have a finale lap on the following Monday where you get to come on live. You get to have a debate. You get to say what you thought about whatever topics that we have up. So don't miss that. And you know what else? We always invite the rats and the roaches and the haters to come on in. Big shout out to Sylvia Wick Kelly. And with that being said, that is Jay from Wolfpack Performance. And I'm out. Peace.